Oh, hi! I'm Josh, Water Conservation Technician for the City of Concord. Today we're going to learn about toilet leak detection. Toilets are the #1 water wasters in the world. They can cause your utility bills to skyrocket. Sometimes you can hear a leak, sometimes you can't. The best way to determine if you have a leak is using the dye method. I'm going to show you how to do it. Come on in. In general, residential tank-style toilets have a few major components that could fail. A fill valve, a flapper, or a float. In some cases, your toilet may be leaking into the overflow tube. So the water is stored in the tank. When you flush, it goes into the bowl and removes the waste. If any one of those components has failed, you could be leaking water from the tank into the bowl, even when you're not home. Let's take the lid off and see what's going on. So we've taken the lid off. Let's see what we have. We have a float, the overfill tube, and the flapper down there in the clean water. The flapper is the seal that traps the water from going from the tank to the bowl. So when you flush, the flapper goes up and the water goes down. If you have something wrong with your flapper, the water could continuously drain from the tank to the bowl. Notice the float is starting to come up as the water level increases, and it gets close to the overflow tube. Okay, the fill valve has stopped. The water level is below the overflow tube. That is step 1 to see if you have a toilet leak. There is no water going into the overflow tube. I am going to make water go into the overflow tube so you can see what it looks like. The water is now going into the overflow tube, wasting water, causing your bills to go up. You can usually make a simple adjustment to prevent this from happening. However, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, hire a licensed plumber. The next step is to see if the flapper is leaking. In order to do that, we need to use the dye test. Okay folks, what we have here is non-toxic toilet dye in a strip form. It's also available in tablets. And if you do not have access to toilet strips or dyes, you can use food coloring. What we're going to do is put the dye into the tank. And after 30 minutes, we're going to look and see if the color has changed in the bowl. If the color has changed, you have a leak. If the color has not changed, you don't have a leak. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow! We really have a leak, folks. The colored water is leaving the tank into the bowl. So now we have two choices. We can go to a hardware or home improvement store and get new parts for this toilet. Or we could buy a new WaterSense labeled toilet. A WaterSense labeled toilet uses only 1.28 gallons per flush, or less, compared to this toilet that uses 1.6 gallons per flush. Be sure to give the toilet a flush or two to remove the dye from the bowl. So that's how you detect a leak in a household-style toilet. For other household leak detection tips, please visit our website at concordnh.gov/water. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page for other helpful videos, and also check out our social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Thanks for watching. I gotta go.